Hello, my heroes, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host to the universe, Christopher Witecki. Hope you're having a great week, and we are starting off in a great way. Before I dive in, this has been sponsored this week by Lightcast Bootcamp. Now, there is a new world right around the corner. As you watch the horoscopes, you're going to see that Soul Garden has its thumb on this pulse. If you want to be a leader in this new world, you might want to take Lightcast Bootcamp. We can get you fully aware in 6 weeks. Remember, the party starts in October, folks, and we won't teach this again until after, meaning Saturn and Scorpio. So if you're ready to be a leader now, I recommend you take this because you will be aware and alive and ready in 6 weeks. And I want to invite you to come down to soulgarden.me. We've got a really cool community. It's lighting up. A lot of people are joining. We've got live chat rooms now. We've got the Love Lounge where people are coming together. We've got office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we've also got a full staff of writers who are out looking to empower you with information. Bernadette Morgan writing this week about swimming with the fishies. Bernadette is one of our Soul Mart practitioners, and she also does office hours. So come down to meet Bernadette. She's out of London, and she represents the Aries. But great community to help you grow and grow fast. Now, where are the Rams this week? I'll tell you. We're in Chapter 2. We're going to move through Chapter 2 of Sun in Pisces this month. The heroes are working on their psychic state of awareness. Your psychic state of awareness. We do all have a psychic side. I don't care if you believe it or not. I believe it. I know it. Everyone has it. It's whether or not you have the awareness to pay attention to your psychic side. Now, in your psychic state of awareness, you are picking up on your baggage, your karma, your subconscious. It is the conduit state of awareness to all of our problems buried deep. It's the conduit to past lives. And, of course, you have full access to Akashic records and whatnot up there in the universe if you know how to log in. So as we begin on Monday, we're in Chapter 2 of Sun in Pisces, and what we're doing is making a decision. On Monday, Saturn rules a day. It's time to decide. Decide what you're going to step away from as far as static in your psychic awareness. Static can be fears, self-sabotaging behaviors, circulating thinking all the time around a fear, not facing it. This just takes away our energy, and this also blocks your ability to sense things accurately. So on Monday, you should know by now what to decide. Decide what you want to step away from. The moon in Taurus, having come off of Jupiter just on Sunday, emotionally is going to focus you on your self-esteem and self-worth. So it might be for the feeling of, because you want to feel better, because you want to earn more. That might be a motive on Monday to get you going. On Tuesday, it's time to act. Mars rules the day. That's your home planet. After we decide, we want to get moving right away. So if you decided that you're going to step away from some sort of behavior, step away from it. If you decide you're going to go to therapy, call up, start therapy. Put it into action. Action is part of manifestation. That's something we teach in boot camp, and it's important right now. So put into action on Tuesday what it is you desire. The moon will still be in Taurus on Tuesday, so emotionally you will still be feeling your value. And also, if you want to manifest something, or you are currently light casting, go ahead and put a little extra energy into that on Tuesday. Now, I will be sending out personal texts on Tuesday if you're watched over by me in the Guardian Agency. I'm going to remind you, going back to your birth chart, what it is that it takes you to act and what inspires you. So if you need a little extra help there, I'll be inspiring you through GA. On Wednesday, it is time to hold space, and we begin a multi-day powerful grand trine in Earth. Check this out, folks. Now, the sun will be moving into Chapter 2 on Wednesday, so it really is hump day, literally between 2 chapters of our awareness. After having stepped away from the dysfunction of your psychic state of awareness, we now face and forward our functional sides. We want to get our psychic awareness functional in the next 2 chapters, 20 days. On this particular day, you want to hold space for being functional or not being dysfunctional, right? Celebrating that you stepped away from whatever the crap was and that you're now going to honor your subconscious self. But this grand trine only builds up to a climax on Saturday. Saturday is a holy shift. Now, if you're new to Soul Garden, a holy shift is when you stand in the center and the world just shifts around you. It's the only way to describe it. They happen every now and then. We'll be talking about it. But what this unites is Jupiter, which is saying to all the Aries, hey, it is time to raise your prices, raise your self-esteem, grow your soul capital. Pluto is saying it is time to move on to a new career, a new legacy, a new you in society, a new story, a new headline for your gravestone, if you will. But what's interesting is at the corner, Mars retrograde, which means to gain forward with your soul capital, to move forward with your career, you will move backwards when it comes to the details you choose in your lifestyle. In other words, you're going to be making some new decisions about lifestyle to make room for these other two. It's a dynamic forward, one back kind of energy. And like I said, it climaxes through the week. More on that as we move forward. On Thursday, it's a healing day. Actually, Chiron rules a day. That is the healing vibration or the ruling planet of Virgo. And as that day happens, we kind of synergize. The moon moves into Gemini. So for you on Thursday, you will get chatty, you will get pensive, you'll begin to move in your head, you'll begin to be thinking about and expressing, communicating. So if there's going to be a therapy day Thursday, if there's a day you want to talk to a friend about a problem Thursday is a day where you're communicative. And look at this, Neptune is 1 degree. This is fascinating to me. So we clear off all the crap in Pisces. God clears out all the crap, and then as soon as it's cleared out and healing, bing, Neptune's online. How interesting. And Neptune has been in the waiting. I mean, this is something we've been talking about with astrologers forever. Neptune is officially online in Pisces, which is interesting. Could have come on in Aries or Taurus. No, it comes on in its own home planet, home state. But what this means is, on Thursday, if you open up, suddenly your psychic state of awareness is going to jump twofold. We have all been without our psychic awareness at full mass since Neptune has been 0 degrees. It's now 1 degree. So in the month that you are opening up your psychic state of awareness, here comes the mothership of psychicness focusing on you. Focus first on the self-love. That's the first point. So interesting day on Thursday. It's a fascinating week. Moving to Friday. Now that we're at Friday. Friday is an interesting day for lots of reasons. First of all, the moon moves into Cancer, so you're going to want to nest and rest. You're not going to feel like partying this weekend. This is going to be a weekend of self-nurturing. I'll put that out right now. If you have a date night, I'm recommending Fridays, this Friday night. Look at, though, as the moon focuses on self-nurturing and taking care of yourself, right, all the while beginning to move forward with this new faith in yourself. Chapter 2 now is about constructing faith, building psychic awareness. In this new clean space of lack of dysfunction, let's now hold space for quiet, good things to come in. That also means in the transition we're constantly stopping the old stuff from repeating. That's something you have to do and hold space for. But interestingly enough, here you are, you need to self-nurture. It makes total sense. If you're going to open up your psychic self, you've got to self-nurture. What does that mean? It's in direct opposition with your career. So balancing between how you self-nurture and your career. All right? The universe is just like slowly pinching us into a yoga pose here, spiritually. Now on Friday, if you want a little extra inspiration, don't forget we've got SG Live with me and myself, my two personalities, and Carolyn Hagel. It's a threesome. And we go live in what we call SG Primetime, which is 9 a.m. Honolulu, 7 p.m. on London. Saturday is the big climax day. Oh my God, it says climax. First of all, Uranus rules the day. All right, so Uranus rules the day, so we're going to have breakdown, breakthrough. That is always a storm, regardless of what's going on. So there is breakdown, breakthrough energy, which means it is time to figure out what it takes to open up that psychic awareness, what it takes to have faith in yourself, what it takes to finally move behind. I mean, you decided to step away from the dysfunction, but to finally graduate and heal out of it, well, what will it take? So it's a heavy day on Saturday, a lot of realizations going on, but look at this freaking party going on in the solar system. I mean, I don't know, you got to be an astrologer to really get high off of this. But here we go. The moon and Pluto is again in opposition, so let's stay in balance as the universe between self-nurturing and also our career. This opposition comes into play. Venus opposing Saturn retrograde in Libra, which says at the same time, and says the universe, in your yoga pose, keep in balance your ideas of relationships and where they need to go and how that affects your self-esteem. So keep in mind your self-esteem. Keep in mind your relationships. Keep in mind that this is all about faith building. Now your psychic side is open. This will move your capital forward and your career, but don't forget to reconsider your lifestyle. Wah wah! That's what we call a holy shift. Now, this is exactly 28 degrees, by the way. Saturn and 28-degree Venus came to 28 only on Saturday. Tomorrow, they're not precise. This opposition, not precise tomorrow. This grand trine, not as sharp as it was until this moment. The universe plays these chords. That's why I get so passionate about this field. So on Saturday, it is really time to hold space. With all this stuff going on, I'm imagining we're all not going to be able to get off the couch. I think it's just going to be so heavy. We might want to sleep a lot, but when there's this much stuff going on, there's not a lot of free will. You really want to just stand still, really. And for those that we watch over on GA, we'll be coaching you delicately with this. And for those who are not watched over GA, I want to announce something new. We call it the GA Alert Network. This is a free network This is not GA, but it is GA. I mean, what this is if you want us to alert you when shift happens, then you want to text GA text me to 96362. If you text this keyword, GA text me, then we'll send out a text only when shift hits the fan. That's all I can afford to do right now. And it may be ad supported, and of course normal text message rates apply. All right, then on Sunday, things kind of calm down right away. The moon has been self-nurturing this whole time. It does the late stages of that, so after all this karma, you probably want to sleep in on Sunday. That's not a big day, big deal. And the sun is going to be ruled by Mercury, so really after this breakdown or this big shift or this paradigm, what do I have to do to change my life? Then right on Sunday, right away, boom, we're processing, we're thinking, we're on the phone, we're talking, we're chatting, all that sort of thing. And interestingly enough, this is the day, I just want to remind you, that we begin Lightcast Boot Camp. That's right, I'm such a good astrologer. But what we did, or what I did, was I want to wait until we got to this magical moment. Whatever this big paradigm holy shift is on Saturday, once that's clean, we are starting Lightcast Boot Camp on Sunday and manifesting clean in 2012. That's how I've designed the class, to be in alignment with the astrology. So I just can't say it enough. All right, my heroes, that's all I got for this week. Nothing much going on. But I will see you in 7 days, and until then, you know my phrase, live, love, be.